Just going to introduce you to Maria McHale. My name is Vanessa. Oh, there she is. My name is Vanessa O'Loughlin. It's better known to you, some of you, as Sam Blake, the writer. And I thought we'd just have a quick live at lunchtime on the writing.ie Facebook page and YouTube to talk about the writing challenge that we're doing. And this is my partner, wrong way. This is my partner, Maria McHale, who is the co-founder of Writers Inc., the writing group that we run on Facebook, that you might have seen on the television. And if not, then you can look back through our videos to have a look at it. But we are really excited because the 5-day challenge will be starting on the 26th of April, isn't it, Maria?
It is the 26th of April.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic opportunity to, if you're a writer out there and you just want to get a kickstart, or you want to find out, well, there's a lot of writing technique, there's a lot of coaching, there's a ton of stuff. Maria's going to tell you a little bit about it now, but it's a great opportunity for you to jump on board with us and have a fun week. So Maria, just give us an outline as to what, or everybody watching, an outline as to what happens in a challenge.
Yes, well, this is actually our 5th challenge. And I suppose to just start it off, one of the big passions we have together and working together is to actually help writers get writing, improve their craft, but more importantly, get things finished. And I think that's one of the big problems when you're kind of a writer and you're on your own a lot of the time. You don't have that kind of energy requirement around you sometimes to just give you that final push. So the whole kind of idea behind the challenge is that we get everyone into a group, a Facebook group, for a week, and we have a task every single day, and we're usually live every evening, and we basically get everyone into this kind of mad, energetic, fun week of writing, and it's always brilliant. I think this is our 5th one, so the last 4 challenges we've definitely had so many people either start novels, develop characters, finally write something and share it for the first time in years. All sorts of things, great firsts have happened in the previous challenges. So it's always a really exciting week. So we really love the energy behind that whole week, because I think it really does just make everything move fast and people get things done.
Yeah, I think it's the support that's important. I mean, as you mentioned, their critique. And so what we do is we ask people to put in, we set a challenge each morning, and then you've got as long as you like to write a piece. So if you're short of time, it might take you, 10-20 minutes is tons. But if you want to spend longer and maybe do it at any stage during the day, then you can pop that piece into the comments box, and then I critique as many as I can, and also your fellow writers will be critiquing, and we always bring with us into these challenges a whole bunch of people who are in Writers Inc., who are in our writing group, who are absolute experts at critiquing as well, and they'll give you feedback on. We've really gotten trained now into giving feedback, because it's something we do every week, and it's so important. And we have seen writers literally have aha moments when they've suddenly realised that the thing that was just evading them, that they weren't quite hitting the nail on the head with, literally have fallen into place, and they realise why something isn't quite working. So if you've been submitting to agents and you're getting feedback, they like it, but it's not quite right, or, it's not quite hitting the mark, a writing challenge will give you lots of clues as to how to improve your writing and just literally bring it up to the next level. But if you're just starting out and you've a bit of an idea and you don't know where to begin, then it's perfect for you too. I mean, what we really do encourage people to do is to do the exercises that we set, rather than a work in progress, because that really enables you to stretch your creative wings. It'll give you new ideas for the work in progress, but it also means that you can compare like with like in terms of the other pieces that people are doing and see how everybody's creativity works. It's really exciting, isn't it?
It is. And I think one of the big things, I suppose, one of our passions is the whole idea of having the right energy around you. I mean, we love working together because we bounce ideas off each other. And, if you're having a kind of, if you're stuck or there's something happening, when you have someone around who has kind of got the moving on energy, it kind of spurs you on. And one of the big joys that we have found doing these challenges is how much being around other writers is important for your energy, but also for your writing. And I know a lot of writers are real introverts. So if you're going to watch this and think, oh God, there's no way I could possibly do that, I really want you to come into the group. So that's like, because one of the big things about it is, as Vanessa was just saying, you know, there's feedback, there's tasks every day, there's a load of other writers in the group who are also, you know, contributing and sharing. Vanessa is sharing her insights. And even if you don't post anything, the amount of learning just from seeing what other people do with the same prompt or the same photo, how other people approach something, what Vanessa's views are on the writing, and it really makes a huge difference. So even if you're too nervous to kind of publicly share, you can do the tasks in your own time. But if you come in, you'll be able to be in that energy. And if it feels scary, you know, I would just say, please don't let that stop you, because that's absolutely my favorite thing, when people come in and they find out something new about themselves and they're writing after a week with us. And that's really what excites us the most about the whole week.
Yeah,
so
it's really exciting.
You're scared.
Mark's just jumped in here to say the last challenge was brilliant. My current novel in progress came out of one of the exercises. And that has happened so many times. It's just
absolutely
brilliant. Angela's asking if it's a free project. So no, it's a €35 fee. For the week, for the whole week, but as well as the tasks and the critique, you get to see us every evening at 7 o'clock.
One of the big things is, I suppose it's about a little bit about commitment when we make a challenge, a paid approach, because it's very easy to sign up for something that's free and not do anything about it. So one of the big passions for both of us is that you get something big out of this week. You get a light bulb moment, you get an aha moment. I would pretty much say that anyone who commits to it always does. We both well, should we say, we're not old, we're only very young, but we've been doing this for 20 something years. So we really know how to give people an aha moment. So it's really important to make the commitment. And I think that also contributes to the energy in the group, because people want to get a result. And I think that really matters, and it matters to me a huge amount. And the other thing is that we are live every single night to coach you all. So we literally do usually an hour every evening, the week of the challenge, where you can literally ask us anything. And there is no other way to access us in that way every night for a week. So it's actually the best experience. And I mean, obviously we love coaching people, but it really, really makes a big difference. So if the cost is an issue, you know, I would just say it will be the best €35 you've ever spent.
Really it is. No, it really is. But it's great fun, and you'll get masses out of it. I think you get out what you put in, and that commitment thing is really important.
Angela's just saying, sorry, excuse the questions. We love questions, Angela.
No, that's what it's all about.
It's starting the 26th of April. So it's Monday, the 26th of April, and it's for 5 days. And we, as well as the writing, we also look at the whole writer. So there's always, as in Writers Inc., which has been running for, God, a year and a half now, which is our writing group. And as Vanessa said, we were even featured on RTE News, which was really exciting for us recently. But one of the things we also do is look at the whole writer. So, you know, a lot of the time writers are introverts. They have that inner critic voice. They have the imposter syndrome and all those other really horrible procrastination, fear of failure, all those things that trip us up and stop us writing and make life a bit more difficult. We also look at those kind of issues in the group as well. So the whole week is kind of like, by the end of it, you're just going to be like thinking you can do anything, which is what we love. We want to see.
Yeah, it's literally a full 360, and it really comes out of our experience and you know, I suppose all the years that we've spent coaching writers, and Maria's an NLP coach as well as a journalist, so she's really, really good on the whole sort of non-fiction side as well. So there's just literally tons, isn't there? And I think the NLP and the sort of imposter syndrome and well, I'm good on writer's block. I have my own theories about that, but talk us through some of that imposter syndrome stuff.
Yeah, well, I think one of the big things about I think, well, anybody who creates, I think, has the fear. I'll call it the fear, you know, and it's just this idea, because it's special to us. The words or whatever we're creating, they're our babies. They are so precious to us, and we end up, well, we can. And I think there's actually so many of the most famous authors in the world have admitted to having imposter syndrome. And I think even Maya Angelou, she was saying, and even after her 15th book was published, she was still kind of going, this is a mistake, you know? So it's like, imposter syndrome happens to the best of us, but really it's our mind talking. It's our mind playing tricks on us and trying to stop us basically from failing and protect us from, you know, disaster. But it does stop a lot of people. And I think a lot of the time there's amazing writers who've kind of hidden their light under a bushel and been afraid to share their work or even write, like even just write some words down, but have this burning desire to like write a book or a story, because it's not just novelists who come into the challenge. It can be short story writers, flash fiction writers. But the big thing about the imposter syndrome is it's protecting us from failure, which usually means people don't start, or they panic, or they never move themselves on. It feels really uncomfortable. So one of the big things about the week is just, I go through how to basically reset your mind, reset your thought processes a little bit around what causes imposter syndrome and how you can kind of move past it. So it's one of the big issues, that and procrastination, I think. I could definitely say for most of the writers we work with would be hobbled by either of those two things. So we look at both of those during the week, and there's coaching on that as well as the writing. So I think the whole process is designed to make sure that you kind of come out of it and you've just got this really lovely high energy and a belief in yourself that you can actually do this. And that's really the aim of the week.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. And we see so many people who are worried. I mean, I think one of the things about writing is that you're basically very insecure because it's very hard to judge your own work. Even me, when I'm writing a book, I have no idea how it lands, whether it's, I think it's a good story and I think I've delivered it right. But it's only when I get feedback, perhaps from my agent and my editor, who are going to see it, whether I know it's a good book or not. And you know, and it's only with their help that I can see that, because really, honestly, you can't see the wood for the trees when you're writing yourself, especially when you're doing 100,000 words and things have changed and all sorts of things have happened. And so that being able to take a step back and getting other people who are supportive and who understand how to critique, because that's really important. So that learning how to critique constructively is absolutely vital in this mix. That support is just vital, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think one of the lovely things about creating Writers Inc., which is our private community for writers, is that, you know, even at the very beginning, there were a lot of people in that group who would not have been comfortable sharing their own opinions on other people's work. And, you know, it's always done in a very, by the way, constructive and positive. The group is very, very positive. We're not into bashing anyone. The whole point is to lift people up and encourage them. So the constructive feedback is really cool. But one of the nice things about the challenge that I think is really important is sometimes people aren't brave enough to share their words during the week of the challenge. But the people who do, who get critiqued, you actually learn from them. And one of the things I even love is just seeing someone who's written something lovely, and then Vanessa comes or anyone else comes along and goes, you know, you could just do X, Y, and Z, and then it's like elevated to another level. And it's just to have that other person go, you know what, this is great, but to make it even better, why don't you try this? And so you're literally transforming your words as you go through the week. And I think that really makes a big difference. And I think in terms of your energy and also your belief in yourself, the whole process means that you kind of start the following week on a high, and it kind of pushes you on to keep going if you want to go on alone. So it really makes a difference.
It totally does. Yeah. And literally, and also you've got the work that you've done in the week. So if you want to build on any of that, then, you know, if you're floundering a bit and you've sort of got half an idea or you don't know quite where to start, it just gets you writing. And that's the key thing. The key thing is to get that. It's like a groove on a record, and the deeper it gets, the easier it gets. And if you can start that groove off during the week, you're carrying through all of those pieces, which you can develop into something bigger, like Mark has developed a whole book out of one of the tasks on one day. And you can really build on that, or, you know, you can go back and you can incorporate them. I know people are asking about links, so I am just going to throw this out into the screen.
We do have a link.
It's a link to the writing.ie page, which has all the information on it and the sign up links. And the way I'll bring that down a minute so we can see Maria.
Yeah, no worries.
And then, so that's fired out. Hopefully fired a link out into the comments. You should all be able to see that. And we'll do that again at the end.
Yeah, posting.
Yeah. So what we do is we, when you sign up, then you get a link to the Facebook group and you pop along to that, join the Facebook group. And then what we do is we let everybody in on the Friday afternoon, don't we, Maria? You're in charge of letting, because I am a disaster when it comes to clicking buttons. So that's Maria's job.
Yeah. And someone, Doreen, is saying, what exactly is required? I'm in the US and don't have a setup for Zoom or any platforms like that. Well, actually, as you're on Facebook, Doreen, all the activity is in Facebook. We create a pop-up group for the week. And basically, anyone who signs up to the program is admitted to the group on the Friday before the challenge starts, just to introduce yourselves. And it's basically to get a buzz going for the week, because we basically create
we want to know about you and where you are and all that.
Yeah. So we've had people from all over the world take part, and everything in the group is filed, and it's got a little filing system. All the lives are saved. So even if you can't make the live at the particular time, for the week that the group is open, you can go back and catch up on any live, and you can ask a question in advance and we can answer it, and then you can go back and listen to it. So there is literally no way you can miss out in the week. It's only open for a week. So if you have to kind of, I suppose, commit to clearing a little bit of time for yourself to do it. But if you want questions answered and you are in a different time zone, everything is saved in the group for the whole week so that you can catch up. And she's Doreen saying, what time are the meetings? They're usually 7
evening is the live.
Yeah. Irish London time, whatever.
GMT is that? Yeah, I don't know where you are. So
I'm not sure in your time zone, but they're usually at the live is that time. And we post the tasks at 5 a.m. each morning.
Yeah, so wherever you are in the world, when you log in, hopefully the next task will be there, and then you can do it in your own time. So that might be, you might be 5 o'clock in the morning here, could be lunchtime with you, and then you'll be the first person in. And then the idea is that I tend to critique quite late in the evening, so I'll try and catch everybody.
And one of the other big tips, if you're thinking of joining but you're a bit nervous, is, and this is a great tip from actual writers in our group, which I think is very good. Sometimes when you join something like this, you get that imposter syndrome, and that the fear comes in, and you're thinking, you start reading what other people have posted for the day. One of the top tips from our members is, do not read anything until you've posted your own work. And then
go back and look.
It stops you, A, developing imposter syndrome or thinking you're not good enough, and B, once you've that done, you can then soak up all the other writing and enjoy it without feeling like, oh God, have I done a good job or whatever. And that's a really good tip. So, if you're thinking about it and you feel a bit nervous, I would just say, please just jump in. We're super nice. We don't bite. And we've always had the most amazing energy and the most amazing fun writers join us for each of these challenges. So we're super excited to, do this one and get as many people as possible onto the next stage of their writing. And also that they're super happy while they're doing it.
That's the most important thing, Doreen's just asking how much. So it's €35 for the full week. And the link has just gone out in the comments. So if you scroll back up the comments, I will put it out at the end again. You'll see the link to, there's a page on writing.ie that has all the
and we'll post more information about it as well, because we really want to get, I think it's safe to say it's a bit of a passion of ours to just get people going and motivated, and it's certainly something that we love.
Liam, did you see that comment? He's just signed up and he's looking forward to it. Do I get a refund if I don't get a publishing deal out of it? We can't promise a publishing deal. We are very good, Liam. We'll do our absolute best to get them going, but we can't necessarily promise that.
Yes, unfortunately, we are not, much as we'd love to think so, we're just not that powerful. We don't. Our plotting for world domination hasn't managed to manifest that level.
But we're working on it. We're working on it.
Definitely. What we can guarantee is that you will have a lot of fun, and you will definitely learn a huge amount during the week. And ask questions. That's the other thing.
I've been working in publishing
there every night. So any questions you have, you just ask us, and we'll answer them. We're available. So that's it. We're very excited. We haven't actually done one for a while now.
No.
We've been busy, so we only do these at certain times of the year. So
quarterly, about 4 a year.
don't hang around if you want to get on board. And, we try and limit the numbers so that everyone gets, the chance to take part. And it's always just a brilliant week. So we're very, very excited to share the news with you. And someone's saying, oh yes, someone's actually answered. It starts on the 26th of April. So hope you can join us.
Yeah, and it's €35, not dollars. Yeah, but it'll obviously translate. It's done through PayPal, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. So no, we're really looking forward to it, aren't we? There was something else I was going to say there, and it's gone clean out of my head.
Oh yeah.
But let me put the link back in for anybody who wants to. We get our little our groovy image. You should have seen us this morning trying to get our images sorted out.
We may as well make full use of it. And the other thing is just to remember that once it's sold out, we're closed. So we're going to give this 2 weeks to get. To give people an opportunity, because with Facebook, people don't necessarily see it. So we'll be promoting it a lot. And, if you want to get on board, just sign up and we will let you into the group the Friday before. And we'd love to see you all in there.
Yeah, definitely would. There's a question just came in there. Where's it gone? I'm getting rid of my thingamajig. Angela's asking what about the 2. So it's an hour in the evening, Angela, myself and Maria, 7 to 8 p.m. And it's a mixture of feedback. So there's no tasks. The tasks go into the challenge in the morning at 5 a.m. And then you've got all day to write it. And then the feedback's given through comments on that. So it's like a Facebook post. And then you post your piece in the comments, and then everybody else can comment on that.
And lives. What you're talking about, the hour, we do an hour in the evening, which is like this, us chatting. So we come into the group and we talk about the day, we answer any questions people have, and they can be questions about anything. I think that's the most powerful bit. We're available, we're on tap for the week. So any questions you have about anything to do with writing books, your mindset, your attitude, getting stuff done, anything like that, we are there every evening for an hour. So you have us at your disposal. So, and we're quite fun too. We like to have a laugh.
We do. We like to have a laugh because it has to be fun. Like if you don't love writing, there's no point doing it.
No.
And that's really what this is all about. This is a bunch of people who really love what they're doing and want to commit to what they're doing, and we can help you get over those obstacles that maybe are stopping you doing it. But it needs to be fun. And in the hour, what we'll do is go over some of the tasks during the day. So if something's really jumped out at us, and maybe it's easier to explain it. I've explained it in writing, obviously, but sometimes it's easier to explain it verbally so that we can make it clear about what we mean. Then we'll do that too. So so the live, so there's no prescription as to what they are. We pick up
they're entirely you decide what they are.
So we'll pick up on what happens in the day, and then we pick up on your questions.
I'm just laughing because Lucy, who's one of our Writers Inc. members, has said fun and a bit crazy. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Very serious.
I think that's really, really important. Katie's just asking what time.
What time?
7. 7 o'clock. But the whole point of it is exactly like we're saying. It's fun. It's full of energy. You have us on tap for the week. There's tasks every day, and we'll actually do a few posts over the week, so you get to see the exact thing. But I think the link is in the comments, and it gives you a really good idea of what exactly we're trying to do. So if you want to sign up, please do. We'd love to see you in there, and we can't wait to meet you all of those of you who want to join. So as we said, it starts on the 26th of April, and you can sign up right now.
The link is in I'll go put it out right now again. Just in case. I hope it's going out when I'm doing this.
It should be.
You should be seeing the link in the comments, I hope, to the writing.ie page. If you're not.
And Gordon's just asked a question about prose or poet. It is mainly fiction.
Fiction and prose, because poetry's not my strength. So fiction. Ideally, it's for fiction writers. But actually, absolutely any genre. So it covers. Obviously, I'm a crime writer, but I've been working with writers for the last 20 years. Getting them published basically, and that covers all genres right the way through, from kids right the way through to everything, just adult fiction, whatever it might be. I suppose the key is to get you writing and to get the ideas flowing, and that is universal. So that's what we're really focusing on.
And to improve your craft, so the whole week is geared, and we've obviously created it and set it. It's set in a particular way, and you build, each task builds on the previous day, and you're working towards an outcome at the end of the week. So it's all very well structured. As I said, this is our 5th time doing it. We love doing it. They've always been an amazing success, and also, as we said, really good fun. So it's great. Yeah. So hope you can join us, and we might do another live to talk some more if we get more questions. But otherwise, we'll see you in the group, hopefully on the 26th.
Yeah, so Angela's saying, is the ad coming, but is the link on the Facebook page? I think we're just about to put it up as an event, Angela, so you will be able to see it on the Facebook page. We're getting ourselves organised. And somebody's asking how to sign up. There's a link that's gone out into the comments there, so that's your first stopping point. But literally, we'll put it up as an event now, and then you'll be able to see it on the Facebook page too, and link in that way. So we look forward to seeing you all. Let's hope, and then we'll probably we'll be back for another live. Might do one next week, and then we can chat more if you've got more questions. So. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's great to see you all. Bye.
Bye.